Stampin' Up! Lovers, this is Denise, and today I'm going to make a very simple happy birthday card, and we're going to be using the gorgeous Grunge. I have it in the wooden stamp set, and we're also going to use from Perfectly Penned the Happy Birthday, and to get our heart we're going to use the Framelits Hearts collection, and this one looks like it's like the third one from the largest. This is what we'll be using. So we'll start out by cutting out our cardstock. So I have some white cardstock and I'm going to cut it in half. So I have my Stampin' Up! Trimmer, paper trimmer. I've got it set at 5.5. Cut it in half, and now I'm going to score it at 4.25. That lined up, and here I just use this piece right here, and that scores it. And then fold it in half. If I had my bone folder handy, I'd be using that. Right now, I'll just go ahead and just use my thumb. Got it lined up, got it scored. There we go. Okay, so we have that ready to go. And now we're going to make our heart. So I'll get my big shot out here. And I've got my magnetic platform. And let me see, I've got my paper here. Paper ready to go. Let's go ahead and stamp it first with a happy birthday before we cut it out. We're going to be using the Perfect Plum, using our fancy stamp pads, just with a flick of your finger there. Get it ready to go. And I've got it mounted on our clear mount stamps. And I used a little bit of the Tombow liquid glue. And I put that on my stamp, let it dry. So now I have a really tight fit, but then it will come off too whenever I need to use this for something else. Okay, so now we're going to go over to our big shot. I've got my magnetic platform down. There we go. See how nice it sits. So let me line this up. Put the top piece on and crank away. Move that out of the way. There's our heart. So now we're going to use our Grunge stamp, and I have several of them that I'm using out of this set. I have this one that I'm going to use, and then the little dots. And here you can see I have a couple of different samples where I've used some different colors. So here I have the Costa Cabana and also the Perfect Plum. And then here we have the Liquid Limeade and the Perfect Plum. So we've got our cardstock, and get my stamp here, my gorgeous Grunge, and go to town. Okay, last time I think I made one, I think I put too much on, so I'm going to cut back just a little bit for the other stamp. So I think I've got that pretty well covered, maybe a little bit more in the corner there. Okay, and now for our happy birthday, I have the little finger dauber. I use sponge dauber rather, and put a little bit of the Perfect Plum on here. Go around the edges, just adds a little extra touch to it, makes it pop a little bit more. Go all the way around. And I want to put some of the little dots on here too, so I get my stamp back out. Put a little bit more ink on it. Okay, good. I think I'm finished with this now, so I'll go ahead and close this up. And then I also used my scallop trim border, cut out a little piece and then just trimmed it, whatever size that you want. And we'll use our our snail adhesive. And gotta remember to open it up there. And there's a little ridge right here. So you use that place for you to put your finger. You know that you're going the right way with it. Apply the snail adhesive. Okay, there we go. Got that lined up. Not exactly perfect. Let's see, can I peel it off? I think we're done, so I can just go back and trim it up and we'll be fine. And then I'm going to use a dimensional, Stampin' Up! Dimensional to put my little rose on. And just peel the back off there. I need to use a little bit more adhesive to attach my heart. I could use the dimensionals too on that if I wanted to. But I think we're good there. Okay, so you can see where I messed up a little bit on the side, so I'm going to go back, get my trimmer. And think about that too whenever you're making a card. If you mess up, there's usually a way to fix it. So I go right here and just trim this up just a tad. And I'm a little bit over on this side, so we'll trim that off. So there we go. So we have our very simple little birthday card. So one thing I need to do now, as I finish up, is to get my stamping scrub out and spray a little bit of the Stampin' Mist onto, and I want to use the one that has a little, on the side that has the little raindrops. So you spray a little bit on the pad, and you get your stamp, you scrub it a little bit, and go over to the part that has a little sun, and that'll dry it up to clean it. And then what I end up doing too is just go back over a little piece of paper, make sure that I've got it clean. And if it looks like that I've got more on, it's not coming off, I'm just going to apply a little bit to your stamp. Go back over it again on the dry side. Looks like I got it all. So we're good to go, and then I can put them away. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, my simple little happy birthday card. And if you'd like to see some of our products on Stampin' Up, go to Denise, Design with Denise at stampinup.net. Thanks so much for viewing. Bye-bye.